Hey, what's up, Drivetrain? We are back for a different video. Today we're going to talk about jumping. Everybody wants to go fast, but everybody loves to get rad and jump high. And today I want to take a little kind of look at technique. We've got a few clips here. One of my daughter learning how to jump, and this is from many years ago, and one of me jumping off the exact same ramp. And we're going to kind of slow motion back and forth and look at the body positioning as well as the technique to start to generate some height off of the jump. So enough talking, let's get in the screen share and let's look at the two different techniques that we've got here. One that's going to get you off the ramp and the other one that's going to get you really high and have a bunch of fun. So let's get into it. All right, so what we're looking at here is going to be just a small little ramp. We're jumping from a paved area into the grassy area. Just in case anybody wrecks, it's really a soft landing, and it's easier on the knees and ankles when you're starting to learn how to land. You can really soak into the landing. Now with this jump, it's designed that when you go off of it, you're going to be in the air whether you want to or not. And so if we take a peek here at my daughter first, let's just watch this and we'll run it back. So let's get this incoming here. Here we go. Now I went ahead and caught it in slow motion, but let's run this back here. Let's just kind of push through. You can see she preloads. She does explode up some, but we're going to talk about kind of the butt positioning. Look, she's in the air. She is officially jumping. And she has to land and then soak down into the bike there and then kind of pedal away. So that's pretty cool. That's where everybody starts. Let's talk about some of the technique though real quick. All right, first we want to preload. See how she sucks her body down to the bike, kind of bends her arms and her legs? That is good. Initially, she's standing up when she's back here, and then when she comes forward, she preloads to get ready for this jump. Now, when she goes off the jump, look where her wheel is. Notice right here, this is where she's actually starting to explode her head and shoulders up, and her butt starts to go up. So she's preloaded back here, and then she starts to explode right here. Well, the arc that that's going to take is actually going to bring her butt in an arc here and then back down right as the bike is starting to launch off the ramp. We want the front wheel way up high before we jump off and start to explode. So what we see happens here, she's going up. She does go up, but her hips are already starting to drop and suck back down into the jump and the bike before the back wheel's even off the ground. And what that causes here is the bike to be way far forward, way up high on the front wheel, and we're not actually jumping off the lip. If you look right down here, the distance between the lip and the back tire, it doesn't really go up at all. She is in the air, but that's just because she's kind of jumping off of a ledge effectively. Now let's take a look at a different one, same ramp, but this is me jumping off of it. So here again, let's take a look at mine now, just full speed, which is actually slow motion. Here we go. All right, we'll back it up. Let's see what happens here. So I come in, I preload. As I start to go off the lip, here I am pulling up, but look at my front wheel. My front wheel's almost starting to come up already because I'm pulling up on it. My head and shoulders are going to go straight up and my legs will almost straighten out. So here I come up, see my legs are straight. My whole body is just shooting up. And what that's going to do with my front wheel, see how my front wheel is going up? That's about 1.5 feet off of the lip right there. And that's going to allow me to then bring the back wheel up off of the lip. And so now I'm pretty much the same height that my front wheel was when it went off this lip. There is no transition. This thing is really a small lip, and so it's only going to do but so much to shoot you up. But the idea here, let's learn from the different technique and how we can really expand and grow this. So once you're in the air, you are kind of spotting the landing. We start to kind of loosen up on the knees and arms so that when we land, we can kind of absorb that down. We are the shock absorbers on our BMX bikes, people. Let's go back though and take a quick look at Riley's again. So let's just watch this here. Preloaded, we're coming up. We start to explode right here, but there's not really a whole lot of explosion. Notice the hips and legs are still bent. This is just a timid stance. This happens to everybody. At some point, we've got to get comfortable with just kind of exploding up and just hoping that the bike comes up. But we want to pull those bars up. See, the bars kind of stay there. Yep, the body kind of soaks into it. And again, while we are catching some air, it is not necessarily because the front wheel has gone up much. So if we look at the front wheel starts to come up like this. And while we are off of the lip a little bit, the back wheel actually, because our body is not high, the back wheel never has a chance to come up and join that front wheel to really catch that strong air. So we want to not explode when the front wheel gets onto the lip. We want to wait till that front wheel gets higher up on the lip and then really pull up with the bars, explode the whole body. Let's get straight up with it and let's start to get some of this really jumpy business going on right here. See, that whole body is just jumping up and that front wheel continues to go up off. I mean, that's a whole bike length off of the lip. And that gives us the chance to then kind of bring that back wheel up and meet in the air for some radness that's going on. Let's just watch it back one more time at speed here. We'll go back to Riley's. And then we'll go to mine. All right, hey, I hope you found that video helpful and informational. If you got questions about jumping or other comments or techniques or tips and things that you think people can benefit from, put those down in that comment section down below. Everybody loves to build a community and hear what other folks have to say. But hopefully you've got some new tips that you can use. Go find a lip, go get on your bike, go have some fun and get rad jumping off of stuff. That's it for this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.